I'm going to show you how to trade in Path of Exile 2. There's no more tabbing out, no more external websites, everything is in-game thanks to patch 0.5. I will cover how to sell your items, how to price check them, how to find and buy what you need, and how to use the currency exchange so you never lose out on currency anymore. Now let's dive straight in. The biggest change so far is that you can do everything in-game because the market is in the game right now. When you go here to the three little lines here to the burger menu and you click, you will see the market panel that you can open with a default hotkey as well. If you have that market panel, you can search items in-game, which is pretty cool. So let's say you find an item that you want to sell, but you're not really sure how much it's worth. For example, let's say I want to sell my belt here. The cool thing is you can check the price in-game now by holding Shift, Alt, and then left click. It also shows it next to your cursor here. When you do that, it will open the belt and will paste all the stats and everything what it does inside of this market window. The thing is, we didn't find anything now because, you know, items can have so many different stats in different ranges. So pretty much every item is kind of unique. So we have to trim it down a bit. For example, let's see. Let's go from the top to the bottom. We are looking for a fine belt. So if we are specifically looking for a belt that is this base, we can leave this in, but in our case, we don't care. So let's remove the name here. It is here a belt. Let's go further down. Requirements, level 62, because this one is minimum level 62. Do we care about that? You know what? Let's leave it in. And now scroll further down. The thing here is, it pastes the stats into ranges. So it has 2 to 4. Ours has 3 charm slots, like you can see here. 3 charm slots, so let's put that one in here. We don't really care about the flasks gain a number of charges per second. If we go further down, the armor, we have 165 armor. So let's do it like 132 to 165. So we don't overshoot, or let's say 170 or so. So it's in a range, right? Then let's go further down. Charm effect duration, we don't care about that. If you buy a belt, you usually care about life, resistances, and you know the most important things. So let's turn that off. Fire resistance, we do care. What do we have? We have 30%. So that's a good range. We can leave that in here. Wait, actually, how much can it roll? It can roll up to 30. So let's go up to 30 so we don't overshoot. And what about the lightning resistance? We also have like 30% lightning resistance. So let's put also 30 in here. Then flask charge gained, we don't really care about that. And the thorns damage, we also don't care. If we press search now, we should find something. Let's see. There we go. We found 2 different belts. One is for 7 Exalted in, and the other one for 2 Divines. That is a big range, but sometimes people just put something in, and it's either way overpriced or way underpriced, so you will need to get a slight feeling for that. In our case, this might be because of the level, so let's remove the level requirement to check all the belts that are out there. So if you find something like this, you could compare these items to yours. So you know ours has a bit more resistances in here, so we could price it, let's say, a bit higher. 10 Exalted or so. Or if you want to try it out, you can price it for like 2 or 1 Divine Orbs and see how it goes. For physical weapons, it's a bit different. You usually care only about the DPS, so I'm gonna show you my leveling spear that I have. I want to sell it. We price check it, and it adds all the unnecessary stuff. So what we're gonna do is remove the name, remove the damage, the crit chance. I only care about the damage per second, the overall damage per second. So we remove everything besides the slot here. We remove the dexterity and strength requirements. This is a leveling weapon. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the 26 in here. And basically we remove everything here that we don't need because we only care about the DPS. And if we look it up now, there we go. We got 9 results here. And it's like 6 Exalted, between 20 Exalted. So I would price it for something like 10. All right, we know how to price check something. Now, how do we sell something? In your hideout, in Act 4, you will meet Angie. Angie will offer a service that is called... The thing about this is you need a premium merchant tab for that. So when you go to the shop and you go to the stash tabs, you will find merchant tabs here. It's not really expensive. And usually when you bought the supporter pack or the early access pack, you will have enough points to buy at least one of them. But when you have one, you go to Angie in your hideout and then you can go on manage shop. And you will have different tabs here. And what you do is... We know we can sell this spear for around 10 Exalted, if I remember correctly. Okay, it was 6 between 20. You know what? I'm gonna do it with 10. You talk to her, go to manage shop, you put it in here, and then you can decide what kind of currency you want and how much you want. For in our case, it was Exalted and 10. We list the item, and now it's in. And this is important. After a few seconds, this will lock in. If you're not sure and you've messed something up, you can still remove it. But in order to not scam people, it will lock in after a while for a specific amount of time. I'm not sure how many minutes this is, but it will lock in. So we're gonna put it in again for 10. List item, and while this sits, it will lock in after a while. So let's see. You will also hear a little sound when it locks in, and this means you won't be able to move the item anymore. There it is. It locked in, as you can see, and now I cannot move the item. After I think 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something, this will unlock so you can reprice it or do something. So don't you worry, like these items here, later on I can just right click on it. If you want to reprice another item, go on it, right click it and check it out. Let's say I want to sell this ring here. Uniques are a bit different. You will see why. We hold Shift, Alt, click, and it opens this unique inside of this window. The thing is, I would say, okay, I see this unique is like 1 Exalted, so I would sell it, but watch out, you could lose a lot of money here because ranges on these uniques are very important. If we look on this ring here, for example, this is the Ventor's Gamble ring. It can roll 3 resistances between -40 and +40. This range is huge, for example. Then also increased rarity of items found, -25 to +25. So the ranges of this item is huge, and the ranges are not put in here. So what you want to do is put exactly in what you have on your item. So let's go with 24 life. 24 life. The implicit doesn't really matter. We can ignore the implicit. Now we have 19 spirit. Minimum 19. We have 15% rarity. We have 26 fire. We have a 34 cold. And we have 8 lightning. If I put this in and search, suddenly we get less results and also different results. Okay, so basically if you look at these rings, like they are similar to mine, but they are still better. Like you can see, I only have 8% lightning resistance instead of 34, and these ones are also like much higher than mine, so that's why this is very, very expensive. So if you find something like this and you don't find anything in between, you could go a bit further down to see the ranges. So let's say we go with 30, with 20, and with 8 is fine. And let's say with 10. So we get a feeling for what we're working with. So this one has like less rarity, similar cold resistances, a bit higher lightning resistance here as well for 10 divine. So I feel like we could place ours for around 10 divine. So you go to Angie, manage shop, put that ring in, put 10 in, scroll down and put divine orb. Important. If you fuck up and you put in Exalted or anything else, please make sure to remove it fast, or because it will lock in after a while. But in our case, let's do this. So always check the ranges of unique items. It can be the difference of like 1 Exalt and a mirror. Not gonna lie to you. And after you sold something, you will get a notification in the bottom right corner here. So you can talk to Angie again, open the shop, and there will be here this earnings tab. So you can click here and all the currency that you have will be here. You can also click on sales history so you can see what you sold in the past. Now you know how to sell items with Angie, but Angie has a different use as well. If you go to her, you will see she also has a currency exchange. This is very good if you have like a lot of currency sitting around, like these greater jewelers orbs, because I don't use them right now. You could just sell them or exchange them for different currencies that you might need, divines or chaos orbs. So when you go here, you go to currency exchange, you will see what you want and what you need. For example, let's say I have the greater jewelers orbs. You can also type in here greater, click on owned or search into different tabs here. But what I do is just I write in greater, there it is, greater jewelers orbs, and I want divine, let's say. So if I want divines, I need 20. So that's not gonna be enough. So we change it around to, let's say, chaos orbs. So I can exchange 1 Jeweler's Orb for 5 Chaos Orbs. This will cost me 800 gold. Because gold is also a currency that you need. You can buy items from vendors, but you need gold for the currency exchange or if you buy items. If you sell items, you don't need gold. Also, you don't get the gold if someone buys something from you. It's Angie, because, you know, she also needs to put some bread on the table in the evening, right? Alright, you know how to sell items and how to exchange currency. Now let's see on how to buy items. We go to the market panel, and basically what we did before, we can clear the filters and then we can search for what we want. Let's say I want to buy an upgrade, because my gear currently is trash. It's the second day of the league and I need some upgrades. Let's say I want a better helmet, because this helmet is kind of lackluster. If I check my gear, I need some more cold resistance. So we're gonna open the market panel. We're gonna look for a helmet. Go to item category, search down here. You can also type. I'm gonna look for a helmet. Mine has 80 life and mine has armor. Let's say I want to find some with energy shield. Let's go to equipment filters. We can look here for energy shield, and let's say I want at least 150 energy shield on this. We go a bit further down. Requirements. My current level is 74, maximum 75, because I'm gonna level up soon anyways. We have some end game filters. This is for waystones. You can also look for them here, but that's not really important here. Gems, you can look for gems as well. And now for the stats. The stats are important. So I want life on it. Let's see. Life to maximum life. And let's say I want at least 80. We want one augment slot in it. And we want at least 30% cold resistance on it by default. Cold resistance 30%. And everything else doesn't really matter for me right now. So let's click search. Okay, we found a lot of items here. So let's see. So this is only one exalted. Like, they're all incredibly cheap. Let's say I want 200 energy shield on it. Search. It's already getting a bit more expensive here. 200 energy shield. That's on 246. Let's go with 250. 250 energy shield. There we go. Now we're getting it. So we found this one for 5 exalted. It has like a rune in it. We have energy shield, we have maximum light, we have cold resistance, and it gives us even some intelligence to offset the requirements, which is really good. So if you want to buy an item here, the cool thing is the seller doesn't have to be online. In the past, you had to write someone. Go to their hideout, trade them, whatever, but these days are gone. Okay, you can do everything now. So we're gonna press travel to hideout. Oh no, okay, this can happen. Unlucky. So another player has secured that item, but not purchased yet. So this means someone is visiting the hideout, but it's maybe still here. So while we wait, okay, it's gone. It's gone. Let's press search again and let's see again. Okay, here's another one, and it's also only 5 exalts. So let's go to the hideout here. Also, what we see, it costs 25,200 gold to buy this. This is what I pay as a buyer. So let's go to this hideout here. It's gonna instantly open the shop, the same shop that we set up from before, and the item is highlighted here. So here it is, and I just realized I don't have 5 exalted orbs. But what did we learn? We can exchange currencies. So we can also here in the same hideout, we go to the currency exchange. I want exalted, I have chaos, I want 5 for 10. There we go. We press place. There we go. Now we purchase items. You can come here and we buy this item.
I guess it's worth it.
There it is. I paid the gold fee and I have the item. And this is how you buy items. You can basically search everything what you want in this window here. The only thing you cannot do here that you can do on the website is the live search. But you would need to leave the game for that, and this is not what this video is about. If you want to know how to do that, please let me know. I'm gonna follow up with another video. All right. Did I miss anything important? If yes, let me know in the comments or catch me live on twitch.tv/NinoMMO. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.